Hello and welcome to Froggity Frog Crochet and this stitch guide on how to crochet the cluster stitch. This is a really nice easy stitch that's created using floating puff stitches that looks fabulous even in a single colour or multiple colours. So for this stitch you're going to need a foundation chain in multiples of 2 plus 1 plus 1 for your turning chain.
To start our cluster stitch we're going to be making a single crochet in the 4th chain from our hook. I've marked the 2nd chain from our hook because our turning chain is going to count as our first single crochet and a chain 1. So 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the 4th chain. Okay, so that is our chain 1 here, and then the chain that I marked is the top of what's going to count as our first single crochet of the row. So after you've made your single crochet, chain 1, skip the next chain, make a single crochet in the next chain. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, make a single crochet, and repeat that across the row. Chain 1, skip a stitch, single crochet. Okay, repeat that across the row until you get to your last stitch, which will be a single crochet. Okay, and that's row 1. Start row 2, we're going to turn, chain 1, and you're going to make a double crochet turning chain in that first stitch. Just going to pop a stitch marker in. Okay, so working into the chain space, so right in here, we're going to make our cluster, which is a double crochet 3 together. So yarn over, hook into the chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Leave 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, hook into the chain space, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, back into the same chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You now have 4 loops on your hook. Then yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and that is your double crochet 3 together, which is your cluster. So when you finish your cluster, chain 1, and then we skip to the next chain space and repeat all over again. So after your double crochet 3 together, you're going to chain 1, then you skip to the next chain space and make another double crochet 3 together. Okay. So a double crochet 3 together is 3 part made double crochet, which when you've got all 3 there, you'll have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, chain 1, and repeat that all the way across your row. 4 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. Okay, so you're going to repeat this until you get to the last chain space. Got 1 more to go. 1 and last chain space. So after your last double crochet 3 together, you are not going to chain 1. Instead of chaining 1, you're going to make a double crochet in the last stitch of the row, which for row 2 is going to be in that turning chain from the row below. And row 2 will look like this. So row 3, turn, chain 1, make a single crochet in the first stitch. Let's mark that with stitch marker. Chain 1, skip the cluster, and in the chain 1 space make a single crochet. Then chain 1, skip the double crochet 3 together, go to the chain 1 space and make a single crochet, and repeat this across the row. So you're only going to be working into the chain spaces. You're going to repeat this across the row, and then your last stitch of the row will be a single crochet in the last stitch. Okay, so to complete your cluster stitch, we need to make a finishing row. That's if you want to end on a row of the single crochet. So after a row of clusters, you turn, chain 1, make a single crochet in the first stitch. Finishing row, so I'm not going to bother the stitch marker. Now, for your other single crochet rows, you've been chaining 1. Instead, make a single crochet in the top of your cluster. Make a single crochet in the chain space, make a single crochet in the cluster, and do that all the way across. So it's a single crochet in every stitch, there's no chain 1s. And what this does is it gives you that finish of the single crochet, so you've still got them in between the clusters, but there's no chain spaces, and gives you a solid top. So it just finishes it off nicely for a border. And that is your finishing row.
And there is your stitch guide on how to crochet the cluster stitch. I would love to see what you create with this pretty stitch. Please do come and show us over in our Facebook group, Froggity Frogs Ribbit and Stitch. I would love to see what you make. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel as well for more crochet stitches, crochet tips and crochet patterns as well. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time in the next video. Bye for now.